Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Caelus City. My name is OPT Lawyer. Joining me on this, I don't know what the heck this is at this point, is Nora Champion Teach. Hi.
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 What's going on and why are you all here?
Well, supposedly there's a big football game on, but there was a bunch of guys dancing jockstraps and something about a blowout. I don't know.
This is part of my court-mandated rehab.
I mean, yes, I know. I was there for that.
I'm just here for the food.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
did you make? I hope you made it, because.
Hold on.
No, you don't.
You're telling me that this is part of my court-mandated rehab, and you were the one who negotiated. I feel used.
You should be. I mean, no, you're not being used. Yeah. Okay, I got nothing. So, anyway, welcome to issue 19. I Want Candy Part 3. Last time, we had a bit of a strife in the, party. So much as there was a massive blowout between Apollo and Cal. And for this, Apollo decided to go turn himself into the lizards at the Citadel. After, I believe we finished off the whole school being taken over by lizards thing. Detective O'Malley is now back at your guys' base. Because at this point, it might as well be a colony. Sync, you doing Sync things that I actually don't even remember what Sync was doing entirely.
I'm back with the colony too.
Yeah, that much I know. Well, no. You and Cal are going towards the Citadel.
Right, because that's the last place that we tracked the car at.
Yeah, and that's the gauge where you're going for your own reasons. Apollo was getting information from Helen. Basically, was told that the lizards want to assimilate Caelus City's resources into their own. And then Apollo fell asleep, and we got the readers got the information that she's saying that if they don't do that, we're all dead. So yeah. Anyway, chapter or issue 19 on the front cover is basically we've got the picture of the Calmobile. I don't know if you ever called it anything specifically. Driving on the highway, going towards the forest where the Citadel's at, with a kind of one of those what's the oh my god, like those half basically there's an image of Apollo kind of in the large Apollo head kind of in the clouds. It's kind of half visible. There's a word.
Why is that there?
What?
An illusion?
So it's kind of like the end of Mega Man 3 where he sees Proto Man up in the exactly.
Yeah, the ending of Happy Gilmore where he's waving at them all.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
So we're gonna open up with Cal and Sync in the car.
Probably flying if I had to guess.
I have no idea. So
No, the car isn't flying. The car is speeding down the highway.
Okay.
well, you guys are in the car on the highway. Go.
For the record, this entire ride, Cal has been silent, focused.
And Sync's been quiet just because Cal's been quiet, but he eventually breaks the silence. So what do you think Apollo's doing?
Something stupid, I presume, considering he decided to drop the one way we could track where he was.
So what happened between you guys?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Well, do we at least have a plan? Like, you always have a plan. Like, when we get there, what do we gotta do? Just knock on the front door? Ask for our cat back?
Actually, yes. They don't know who we are.
That's true. Wait, why not? They know who we are.
No, they've never seen our faces.
We stormed their entire building.
Yes, in masks. Or as a giant marshmallow monster. They know me as Amalgam. They do not know me as Callum Porter.
But they'll probably know me. I'm still,
Then stay in the car!
But I want to help.
Okay, then. Then we're going to get my cat back.
Nice. I am really surprised you don't have some sort of way of just, like, tracking him or talking to, like, a implanted in his ear or something.
Oh, I have a plan, don't worry.
Well, at least that's reassuring.
You sound very
And Cal, we just get this comic panel of Cal with this wry smile and then a thought bubble of, I hope they're as stupid as they think they are.
As they think they are?
And I think they are.
Okay.
That works.
I hope they're as dumb as they think they are. Alright, so, we're gonna jump cut to, Apollo. Apollo, you've actually been, taken out of the carrier they had you in. You're confined to a room, but you've been given a room. It's got a very fancy litter box, a nice, like, kind of cat bed, at least, like, 3 or 4 of them, because they know cats. And, like, you're on the ground floor, because, like, outside the window, which is locked, you can't get out of, but, there's, like, a bird feeder, and all sorts of birds, like, on the bird feeder, so you can watch, you know, and be entertained, because that's what cats do.
The bird feeder? Really? A bird feeder?
Well, yeah, because
They have, like, a fishbowl?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so there is an aquarium there, too. Like, in the wall, with, like, fish.
So Apollo's just staring at the aquarium at this point.
Fair. And they gave you all the things you could be to have be, like, entertained and stuff. So after a little bit, there's not really a knock at the door so much as, you know, the door kind of opens, and, Helen slips in. And, there's one thing preventing you from leaving.
No, the armed guards aren't yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, other than that, because you're a cat, so they figure you have a very good chance of running out. So, if you make it anywhere close to the door, there's this little, like, can of, like, a little can of compressed air that just shoots air out every time you try to get past it.
Oh, that thing's the worst.
So, she comes kind of walking in, and she's got, like, it doesn't look like, she's got somebody with her. It's clearly not the general. But it's also clearly not, like, a soldier type, because this person, or lizard, is a blue lizard, and he happens to be in, something more of a lab coat, but not. And she looks at you, and she's just kind of, like, you know, crosses her arms, like, okay. So, Mr. Apollo?
Yes.
I think we need to speak about a little bit more on the terms that we're going to have. If we're going to be... I don't even know if the term is working together or not. But if you want to actually leave here, or want us to leave your friends alone, we're gonna want your help.
What help can I be of you?
Well...
As he sits there and licks his paws.
Right. Well, for starters... You don't happen to have that amazing Roomba you were flying around on last time, do you?
No.
Dang it. Okay, that's fine. The children were just kind of wondering because they thought that was cute. No.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. Well, what we do need is, we know your friend happened to steal back his formula. And that's fine, but we were just kind of curious. Has he made any progress on it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
I mean, you're there all the time. We know we see your streams.
Oh, you like my streams?
I am subscribed. Been for 5 months.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for subscribing.
You're welcome.
And you should know by now, I don't stream any of that stuff. It's just the easy bake weaponizing.
Yes, about that. Why is it that the only time that any one of us can report seeing an easy bake oven and being weaponized is when a certain fox decided to slam somebody's head somebody's head in with one? If your friend's been working on weaponizing an easy bake oven, why hasn't he done so yet?
Something about catalytic converter or something. I don't know.
Oh. Catalytic converter. Is that a pun about you or something?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. Well, here's the biggest thing you can do for us right now. I'd like to take a sample of your blood. Just a small one. It's not going to hurt, I promise.
No! Needles.
I didn't say it had to be needles. And she pulls out a dagger.
Yeah, with that, Apollo pops the claws out. Let's go. You want to go? We'll go.
I don't want to go. I just want a sample of your blood. You said you didn't like needles, so I figured I could just, just make a cut someplace. We've got fish.
I'm kind of partial to my blood, thank you.
I said we just want a sample. We have, thoughts.
You can have a sample of my, well, that's a fancy litter box. There's samples in there.
Oh, we know. We already have that.
Smash cut to the car. Hey, Sync.
Yeah.
You know the button I tell you never to push?
Yeah.
Push it.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet. Sig just kind of like winds up, and there's that big like stimpy thing, like where it's zoomed in, the big button, finger coming down. Yes. And he presses it.
Now, here's the question, before I tell you what this does.
Okay.
Do I want to be nice or not nice?
I don't care.
You always
I'm
want to be not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice?
Go for it.
You hit the button, and it launches the ejector seat in the car and launches you back towards the house. And he just sort of looks up. Sorry, I can't get you trapped in this too.
So, in response to being ejected, as Sig goes into the sky, being massively disappointed,
He's not even freaked out. He's just like, gosh dang it.
he's going to try to portal himself into the trunk.
Okay.
And Cal does know about how your powers work.
Mm-hmm.
He activates the car's stealth mode.
Oh, come on!
We have determined, we have pre-established it has one.
We have determined that.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also determined that Sync doesn't necessarily need to see where he's going,
I don't.
since he can just be there.
Yeah, especially if I've been there before.
There's a no. I know this. Cal knows this. There's a reason he put the car in stealth mode.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea what it is,
So
actually.
Sig tries to teleport back into the trunk.
So he's the only thing you're gonna see. Am I on the ball there at all?
Well, so you in the trunk. So all you see is what's in the trunk, right? Which, it's actually all the cool stuff is under like the hidden panels.
Mm-hmm.
So you teleport into the trunk. And as far as you can tell, the car is still going.
Well, sweet. That means he doesn't even know I'm in here. So I'll just kick back. Try to get rid of me, will you?
I have an idea what's happened.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Tell me when Cal on foot reaches the Citadel. Also, I am going to clear insecure by taking foolhardy action without consulting my team.
That'll work. Isn't there one that's like rushing like into a dangerous situation, or is that the one?
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, I completely forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sink is sitting inside of a trunk of a car that's not moving.
No, it's moving. It's on autopilot.
Oh, okay. It's moving back to the.
That's how it got back the first time.
And he has no idea. He's just chilling in there, thinking he's so smart.
Yeah. You know, I almost wish you would have just messaged that one to me, and I would have just sprung it on him randomly. Anyway, yeah.
It's still amazing.
Oh, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. All right, so, we're back at the standoff with Apollo and Helen holding either a dagger or a needle. And she's looking at you like, look, no, seriously, we don't really want to harm you. I just want a tiny sample of your blood, that's all.
Just a tiny sample of my blood with that dagger.
I don't want to actually use it. You know how awful that would be? I'm not
Yeah,
getting I am not getting my dagger dirty with your blood.
And Apollo hears that and thinks of something absolutely stupid to do, and jumps on her head.
So you go to do that. You know what? Roll to directly engage.
I'm okay with this.
Okay. Give me one.
Oh, I guess I should actually pull that sheet up. I'm gonna resist her avoided blows.
Okay, that's good. That's the one you wanted to do. So you jump on her head. And, she goes to grab at you. Clearly flustered. And she misses you. And, you are now, like, in a position where you can jump out of the room over the can of compressed air if you want to. So, really...
Prison break!
So the next move is on you. Basically.
Oh, the prisoners are rioting.
That's fine.
Apollo's on the loose.
I figured as much. Alright, so you go running off, and the next comic panel is about, like, you see, like, you see Apollo running down the hallway. You see the word bubble coming out from the room, the screaming, get him, and you see, like, two stunned guards, like, standing at the door, and then, like, looking that way and starting to run after. Cal, you make it to the Citadel.
Cal's gonna go up as Yakety Sax plays in the background.
Not wrong, because that's where this is going.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And he's going to just go up to the Citadel door and...
Okay. So, the guard on the top of the wall calls out, the good old, who goes there?
I think my cat might have wandered inside by accident.
No cats wander inside here by accident, son.
Either way, I'm pretty sure you have my cat.
Describe your cat.
A cat. He is a cat who got a hold of something that unfortunately makes it so he never shuts up, and he pretends to be that very popular streamer Apollo, and I can prove to you that he's not because Apollo is live right now.
That would be very difficult to do. Unless he's live inside of our...
Twitch.tv/TDC Apollo. Go ahead and look.
He doesn't nudge. Mostly because he has actually no way of doing that because he's a guard standing on a wall.
See?
I can't see your phone from up here.
Then come down here and look, or
No.
let me in. I need my cat.
If you come in, human, you're not leaving.
Then give me my cat. He thinks he's Apollo because he found some weird device that can make him talk, and now he's insufferable. But he's not Apollo.
So you're saying he's a cat?
Yes, but he's not the cat. He's not Apollo, so he's probably not the cat you're looking for. So I need, like, because we've seen what Apollo does online. He's streamed it. He streamed something from here.
Yes. We
Yes,
know.
Yes, I know it's not Apollo. This is how I found it here, because you probably thought it was him. I tracked him to this general area, so I assumed he's here. I just want my cat back.
So he's staying there watching this. And as he's doing that, Sync, you make it back to the Cal's lab.
So I'm assuming the car just kind of stops moving.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure at some point it does.
Pulls into its normal parking spot.
And so Sig gets out of there, or he like, kind of waits for a bit. It's like, okay. Like he's got the ear up. It's quiet. Too quiet. Then he kind of teleports out. And we see a pan off his head, like sticking out of the trunk, feel like a black circle. Son of a...
Son of a... Apollo, what are you doing in the Citadel now? I'm imagining there's a room, there's a hallway of doors, and like
we're Scooby doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a full on. If Cal's watching, he sees Apollo run along the door where the guards, door opening is, and there's just pandemonium in the prison now, or in the Citadel.
So back at the front wall, a different lizard has actually come out of the door, and he looks at you. He's got a spear pointed at you, because why not?
How about that?
Yeah, sure. So, like, okay, kid, look, what is your name, and why do you think your cat is here, actually? Don't give me this crap about him thinking he's Apollo.
Look, Apollo's live right now, and he holds up a twitch.tv/TVC Apollo that says...
This is what?
He holds up his phone,
right,
and on it is a live stream of Apollo streaming. It's live right now.
Right, which shows him inside the Citadel running about.
No. It's him playing video games back in the lab.
Okay, so that can't happen unless because Apollo just said he was streaming.
It's a rerun.
But no, Apollo just said he's streaming. So either he's streaming or a rerun's playing. Which one?
No, Apollo's not streaming.
Oh, I thought you said you were. I'm sorry. Never mind.
No.
Yeah. Cal's got the rerun playing.
Right.
And it says live.
Well, yeah.
Look. It's been a rough week or so. Everything's been a little crazy. The school just got attacked. My cat ran off. Apparently he's with you. I just want my cat back.
Okay, roll to provoke.
This is going to be bad. Question.
Yes?
Do I add 1 to this because it's directly affecting Apollo?
Why would it?
Oh, wait, do I have influence?
You don't have influence. You guys took it away from each other.
We did. Yes, we did.
I was like, why would that matter? Hey, look at that! It's an 8! Something happens with that.
Yeah. On a 7 to 9, they either do what I want, or they choose one of the following. They stumble, I take +1 forward against them. They err, I gain a critical opportunity. Or they overreact, and I gain influence.
So the easy one here is that the lizard you're standing at actually grabs your phone, because he's looking at it, and he actually becomes slightly more enthralled in the stream than, like, you think he should be. So, and the guard on top of the wall has left, because he assumed the guard down there was going to do something. So, you are now alone with the door open.
Alright, I'm walking to get my cat.
Okay. So you're inside the Citadel now. I'm assuming Apollo's still just running around the building proper.
Oh, we're having all sorts of chaos.
Okay, so we cut to a scene of chaos.
Pretty much.
And then we actually cut to a scene of what's really going on, and we wonder why we had a scene of Get Smart. So
I summon the code of silence!
We don't laugh here! This is chaos.
Deep cut.
Yes, deep cut, and more than one person got it.
Mm-hmm. So, alright, so, Cal, you get in, at the moment, obviously there's lizards walking around and whatnot, but most of them are, like, actual citizens, in the outlying village-ish area, and no one's really paying you any attention.
So, as Cal walks in, Apollo doesn't see him, but he does trip the alarm system.
So you hear that, like, that good old-fashioned, like, the big siren going off in the Citadel proper building, and, yeah. And, of course, that means all the guards are rushing off that direction, and, of course, you got all the citizens just kind of sit, like, looking at it like, well, that's strange. Most of them actually start going back into their homes, because they're a little worried. Because, last time went off, there was a mecha cat and a big explosion and a lot of prisoners escaping kind of a thing. So, most of them don't want to be around for that again. So, it's a little bit more chaos on the outside now as well.
So at this point, Cal, knowing where that alarm is, having been here a couple of times, has a good idea of where he can just hide and wait at the entrance, because he's assuming the chaos is Apollo. And is just waiting for the cat to show up at this point.
So, Paolo, how quickly does it take you to run outside? Or do you?
No, Apollo's having fun with this. So, Apollo's got to the point where he's jumping on the guards' heads, and yes, I'm going to roll something for you.
Okay.
I feel like I have to directly engage this to see if I succeed in just keeping the chaos going.
Fair enough. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, so give me 2 from the guards. Like, this is as a whole. Think of it as a D&D swarm.
Because I'm directly engaging.
Yeah.
So I'm resisting or avoiding the blows, and I'm definitely giving an opportunity here.
Okay.
I'm just wrecking the place.
So, Cal, the opportunity you've now got is there's literally nobody watching the door. So you can now do whatever you want to.
I'm just gonna, get eyes on Apollo. Does Apollo see Cal? Is the question.
I don't think he's near the door. Like, as far as I know, he's running around in the underground, or like around the first floor, or going upstairs. I don't know where the hell he's going.
Cal is going to get Apollo's attention the best way he knows how.
Okay.
And I will trigger always prepared for this if I have to.
The answer, when you say that, the answer is always just yes.
Yeah, well, I say that because of what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And he reaches into his back pocket, and give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I would laugh about having a prop, but then again,
You have a morpher!
Yeah, I also have a prop for a different game, so...
And Apollo,
I just have a cat.
Yeah.
Alright, roll to provoke me.
This is going to be bad!
I mean, everyone has said that.
My opportunity is I'm shaking cat treats.
Yeah, I get that. I got that. I have that.
Okay, so what am I rolling? To provoke?
Yes, you're rolling to provoke Apollo.
This is bad.
You bet it is.
Alright, so,
I grabbed the wrong flavor, didn't I?
mark potential. Either that or Apollo just didn't hear it.
I don't believe that for a second.
I agree. So,
No, Apollo heard it, but it's the wrong bag of treats. It's the generic brand and not the premium.
it doesn't have that right sound to it. So,
Yeah.
as far as Apollo knows, that's some guard trying to get his attention. speaking of guards, as you're sitting at the you're sitting at the front doing that kind of a thing. You have a guard appear right behind you. Not appear, but you know, he's right behind you. He's got a he's got a firearm of some kind pointed at your back. He basically, you know, did the whole like freeze, don't move, and whatnot. Sink, here's your big entrance.
I guess this is the way to do it.
Wait, is Sink rolling the move? Is somebody other than Nora rolling the move?
This would be a dramatic entrance.
It would be very much so.
Okay.
That's copyrighted. I want my royalties.
What do I roll for
Do you have the
dramatic
move for that ready, Ann? Because I do not.
Here. It's up here.
Is
Make
it
a dramatic entrance. It's on the handouts.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I can see it.
I actually made that, didn't I? I did. Why did I do that? I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
I wonder why you did that.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
my
Because
name is
Apollo
Brian, I
probably
rolled
did that.
this.
Yeah, probably did this
Okay.
more than once.
This is what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
Cal, you got a gun that's pointed back at the back of your head. The guard's saying threes, and you hear this blaring sound coming out from somehow skyward, going directly towards your direction. And you have Sink up there riding in on the back of the car because he just portal dropped the car.
I did leave the keys in Sink.
He doesn't know how to drive. It's much easier.
You know, I'm gonna say this, OBG. I thought the Citadel was supposed to be tough to break in. We've wrecked this place on countless occasions.
It is, except for the fact that you guys have a flying car. And one that appears out of, like, a portal above the Citadel. Roll the door and move already.
I did.
Okay.
How badly did I screw this up?
So I get to do...
I need to go get my popcorn real quick.
Alright, so... On a miss, your dramatic entrance is... You're just dramatic, but in a cringy sort of way. Take a powerful blows, you completely whiff, and describe how you just became a viral sensation.
Well, it's very clear. Since Stink's right in the back of this car, he goes in, and he's like, "Hey, I got your car for you." And he hits the ground, and the car doesn't quite hit the guard like you think it would, and it doesn't roll because it's been parked. So it just kind of like hits the ground and stops without any force momentum, and Sink goes flying off the front of it, past the guard, past Cal, and he's eating a face full of dirt.
Roll the thick powerful blow, please.
Hey,
Hey, so, weather that, how?
The airbag pops.
No, he flew off the car, so...
I flew off the car and I let it in the ground. That's true.
In the grass, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just say I let it on a pile of begonias or something. So I let it in a flower bed. So he just kind of gets up and just kind of spits out the flowers. Ugh. That was cooler in my head.
So Apollo would have heard this.
Yes, everybody heard this commotion.
So Apollo comes flying out and jumps on Sink's back. As he's landing, he crashes face first. Apollo just jumps up on his back.
Phoenix! And Cal, pretending not to be Cal, runs over to try and hug the kitty.
Phoenix. I'm Apollo, not Phoenix.
So, as you guys are having your little, I don't know, cuddle session at this point with the three of you, you are now, a lot of lizards come storming out of a lot of places. You're now all surrounded by about 7 lizards holding machine guns.
Are we all near each other?
I mean...
I'm standing on you.
Apollo's on top of you, and Cal's over trying to hug his cat. So yes.
Is Sink able to portal out from put a portal under him?
No.
Because of that magic
Citadel,
block.
yes.
Yes, that's what I was afraid of.
Hey, you're the one who just dropped straight in.
No, he knew it. I knew it. He forgot it.
Fair.
So, yeah. So Sig's gonna spit out the grass and just kind of look back at Amalgam. Like,
Oh, it's Cal. No, it's not Malcolm. That's Cal. He's not in.
Okay,
He's
okay.
not in suit.
that's right, he's in Cal outfit. Got a plan?
I'm sorry, who are you? I just came here for my cat. I don't know who you are. So,
I don't know either one of you.
take my cat and go. Ever since you found that weird thing that you swallowed and that makes you talk, you've been nothing but insufferable. Can we just go home?
So,
This one smells nice. Can I stay with him?
so you hear some heavier footsteps, and you see Helen kind of walk out to this mess of whatever this is, and gives a big long sigh. And she's like, "Okay, so now we have all three of you here."
I don't know these two stooges. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, please. We know that that's your friend Sink, and I don't really know who this one is, but he's probably your other friend. In his face, we've seen before.
Sig just kind of like picks up his face. It's like, would you believe he's just a random nobody?
Considering Apollo ran right to him, probably not.
He ran to me.
Fair. Well, I didn't do that. I was outside. I was inside, now wasn't I?
Yes, then why did you say the other?
Because it looked like it.
You just want to put us all in jail, don't you?
Well, that's going to happen. Which you guys are now, like, at
Sorry.
gunpoint, led inside.
Right. What's going to happen?
We're taking you inside so we can figure out what the hell is going on with all of this.
As I told your guard, this little shit thinks he's the famous streamer. Ever since he swallowed something that lets him talk, he's not. I'm just here to get my cat back.
She looks directly at you and she's like, "I don't know what you're trying to pull, dear, but that is not some random cat. That is absolutely Apollo. I know quite well. Considering everything he came in and told us. Willingly, I might add."
No. He just thinks he's Apollo. He keeps telling that anyone who will listen to and give him a treat, he'll say he's Apollo.
Well, we didn't actually give him a treat. He came here to us first.
He probably thought you were going to give him lots of money or something. He thinks he's Apollo. I don't know why. Of all the things, you had to find the thing that made you talk, and now you think you're Apollo. And seriously.
She's
let's just go home.
She's just staring at you like she's not buying it at all. As you guys are led into the building again with Seventh is just a gunpoint. Apollo,
Sig's just keeping himself quiet for now.
Apollo, you weren't streaming all of that, were you?
Filming maybe.
I was actually kind of hoping you were streaming it, but okay, whatever.
I'll post them on. Don't worry. Your guards look like idiots.
I know, that's why I wanted to see it. I needed to know which ones I needed to fire.
All of them. And as Apollo says that, he trips one of them. And yes, I'll roll danger again.
Sure.
No, are the guards an actual threat?
They have machine guns, yes.
So Apollo?
I mean, yes?
I'm taking his balance.
Yeah, that makes sense. So one of them falls directly over, and Helen just looks at him. And he looks over at you. He looks at the guard next to her. She grabs one of the machine guns from him, and actually just fills this lizard full of lead. And then hands it back to him. And she's like, "Now then, shall we?"
Did you just kill that guy?
Yes.
That seemed a little harsh.
I just wanted to show you that I'm not fooling around. Besides, if he's going to be that reckless with a gun, he's going to have himself shot anyway.
Yeah, Cal barfs. Like
Clean up, I'll do.
He's playing off the whole "I'm not a hero" shtick.
Mhm.
I'm just the guy looking for my cat.
Yeah, no one's buying it. As they bring you down into the cellar, the basement, and put you in like. Well, they put Sink in and Cal inside of a cell, and they'll put Apollo in the cell in a cage that's locked and they can't open. At least they think they can't open.
Yeah, about that.
Same. So Helen's standing there. She's just like looking at you guys like, okay. Apollo.
Why am I back in? I had a nice room, and you were gonna take my blood.
Well, you decided to run away.
You were gonna take my blood with a dagger.
I only mentioned that as an option. I didn't say you had to.
But my option was to not take option A or B. I made option C.
Yes, that's why you're in the cage now.
You think a cage will hold me?
No. But I don't think you'd want either of these two to get shot now, do you?
Why would you shoot me? I'm just here for my
Oh,
cat.
shut up!
I don't know either one of these two. I really don't care what you do to them.
Okay. And she takes out a handgun and points it directly at Sink's head.
Oh god! And so just kind of like he kind of like cowers on the ground.
Cal will step in between the handgun and Sink.
She'll point at your head then. Like, she's pointing at one of you. She doesn't really care who.
Yeah, and Cal just looks her straight in the eyes.
There's that. That's what I was waiting to see.
Do you believe that pointing a gun is going to get you what you want?
She grins and pulls the trigger. And except instead of what you think's gonna happen, Cal, you get sprayed in the face with water.
Cal doesn't flinch.
She then points the gun at Apollo and squirts him with water.
So with that though, when she does squirt Apollo in the cage,
Right.
Apollo starts flailing around in the cage.
She grins as she hands the water gun back to, like, one of her guards. Now, can we have an actual conversation? Because that's all I'm looking for at this point.
Zink's just kind of sitting on his knees and in the side with his head down.
So, by the way, she looks over and the guard you thought she absolutely shot to death, like, walks downstairs next to her.
You wanted a conversation.
Yes.
Talk.
First of all, if you're wondering, magic. He
I thought
wasn't...
magic was blocked here.
What?
I thought magic was blocked.
No. Outside magic is blocked here.
It's special lizard magic.
It's not lizard magic. It's stolen magic.
Great, you're Geomancer. Congratulations. Now, what the conversation do you want to have?
Why are you guys coming here? Why did he come here to give us all sorts of information and then not actually give us information? Like, why did you send him here?
I didn't send him here. When I said I was here looking for my cat because it ran off, I was telling the truth.
So
That's why I'm here.
she kind of blinks, looks at both of you, and looks at Apollo's like, wait, seriously?
I mean, this guy's an idiot.
I'm an idiot. I'm not the one who ruined 3 perfectly good plans by licking myself.
You created a death serum and got it stolen.
I didn't create a death serum. That was a serum created to save lives, specifically my brothers. They're the ones who stole it. They're the ones who infected somebody. So no, this is not on me. You're lucky you're in the cage right now.
So
Neither one of you are very scary.
So meanwhile, Helen kind of looks over at a guard. She kind of whispers to him something.
Apollo, did you actually sell us out?
I sold
you didn't
nobody out.
actually do that, right?
She looks at you. Oh, yes, totally. Totally did that.
So
The guard actually goes walking off.
you wanted a conversation. What's the conversation?
You three are the only ones who've actually decided to attempt to stand up to us. Which I actually admire to some extent. I also hate you, but that's beside the point.
That feeling's mutual, sweetheart.
That's fine.
I'm more surprised someone else hadn't stood up to you, because you're all pathetic.
Well, not everybody has, like, superpowers that use candy. Apparently that is the weakness of most of my guards.
Everybody's got a sweet tooth. You look like you're a big fan of Toblerone.
Wow, you are so right, actually.
He pulls
yes.
a Toblerone out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Hands it to her.
She puts it in her pocket. I don't know how you figured that one out, but damn, you are good.
He's got an eye.
Everybody's got a type. You are authoritative, aggressive, and you're a woman who knows what she wants. That screams Toblerone.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Him, on the other hand, and he points to Sink, is flighty, overly dramatic, and can't make up his mind. So he's definitely airheads.
Are
you
you
gonna
three
reveal mine?
Are you three actually friends, or am I making
And
a
this one
mistake here?
over here, and this one over here, it doesn't matter what it is as long as it's tuna flavor. Which reminds me, that explains why I didn't come. I brought the salmon flavored ones. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Do you want them or not?
Of course I want them!
Opens the package, dumps it in through the cage door.
What about yourself, just so I'm curious at this point?
What candy do I like?
Yes.
See, that's not information that's free.
Oh, I wasn't saying it was going to be for free. I was just curious.
Now I'm curious too.
Cal just
I have snacks.
smiled.
You know, because I just happen to have a massive storage of a lot of candy all of a sudden.
Wait, so you guys did buy it?
I mean, yes, we never said we didn't.
But it seems so stupid and like something like I would do.
What?
Really?
Yeah, I said it was stupid too!
Why would you think... Hold on. Do neither of you understand how this works?
Now what works?
No.
Do you understand the concept of a siege?
Like they were trying to hold up candy so that they could like last for a while? Or do you mean like an arms race?
There you go.
I mean, I like siege warfare. Give me the catapult.
All we know is that every single time we've met you, you've beaten us with some kind of candy thing. So yes, we bought, legally purchased, all of the discount candy we could after Halloween.
Is it legal if the money's not legal?
And money's very legal. We don't actually steal it.
Is it like blood money or something weird? Like
That-
you get it for like doing bad things?
No. No, that was money that we required before we started what we're doing with Caelus City.
Anyway, since we're having a conversation, I'm just going to flat out ask the question.
Go ahead.
Why the holy heck did you go ahead and infect a friend of mine who is dying now for no good reason?
Yes. That's kind of what this is a little bit about. We're actually looking...
You asked why we kept coming here? That's why. I'm trying to save my friend's life.
And
It's very bad.
actually, we're not exactly opposed to that, but we want to bring him here.
Why?
No.
Well, then I'm afraid I can't help you with that now, can I?
Why do you want to bring him here?
Because, one, he has something inside of him that we were experimenting on, and, of course, after, for some odd reason, my last head scientist decided to let him go, we discovered that they might actually be useful. So, we'd like to get him back. What he's got inside of him. And what we did to him. Or what they did to him, I should say.
What you did to him.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
It's your country, it's your people.
Are you the one in charge?
Actually, no, my mate is. I'm just
Acting.
here.
Are you acting in charge right now?
No, I guess I am in charge right now.
Okay.
Right now, yes.
So right now, this is your fault.
I'm not saying it necessarily isn't. I'm just saying I don't care. I want to get him here.
Freaking adults and their semantics.
And the answer is no.
No. Well, that's fine.
No.
We'll find him.
How about this? What if we get whatever's in him out of him?
Well, that would be really hard to do. Unless... No. No, you wouldn't have found him.
Doesn't matter what we found. But if we take care of your problem for you, then our friend,
Don't know
he
what
doesn't have to come here, right?
it's...
Your problem is us, right?
No, our problem is...
It's us. We show up and it's us.
You're an annoyance. You're not the problem. You're not the reason we're doing any of this.
Then what are you doing this for? Why are you randomly, experimenting on people?
Because we're trying to figure out what works best to nullify a problem that we have.
And you can't do it on your own people?
You think we do this on our own people? No, actually, it wouldn't work.
What do you mean it wouldn't work?
Let's just say that most of the populace here are, these experiments really wouldn't work on.
Wait a second. What good is an experiment that you're doing for your own people if the test subjects you're working with, if they're not even your own people, if they're not even, compatible or whatever? That makes no sense.
It has nothing to do with compatibility. It has everything to do with building an army.
It has to do with being monsters.
I mean...
They're trying to stop something. They wouldn't tell me what.
Look. Yes, we have a big problem. But it's not your concern, so to speak.
Well, it is now.
Well,
We got a friend who's been affected by it.
as I said, we'd just like to have him back. He won't die if we get him here.
I don't believe it.
Well, okay, if we get him here and we find another person we're looking for.
I want to pierce the mask
Go
here.
right ahead.
I knew that was coming.
So,
Ooh, I don't think I can help through destructive means on this one.
Nope.
So.
no, I'm just gonna bank that one. So,
Whoops.
she kind of, folds her arms. It's like, look, it really isn't as much as your concern as you think. We don't want your friend to die. We have no want for any of that. What we do want is we just want him so we can get our results. You said he's dying. Is a little bit unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, you look real broken up.
I said a little bit. I didn't say a lot. Honestly, it's just another... What was it again? Links, yes, thank you. See, looks to a guard, or a guard next to her.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we didn't say anything.
No, I know you didn't, yeah. So, look, again, we have no want to see you die exactly. What we do want is your city's resources. All of them. Or as much of them as we can assimilate.
I'm sorry? Sorry, run that by me again. That was a really fast train.
No, that wasn't a very fast trail. More importantly, why the hell do you need them?
Bigger army.
For what reason?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try us. I can teleport and he can make guns out of candy.
And I'm a cat.
Okay, fine. There's something big coming this way, and if we don't stop it, no one will.
Cal's rolling his eyes.
See, I told you wouldn't believe me.
It's just that excuse is so mundane. Since you seem to know so much about me, you know I am a scientist. Show me empirical proof. Because right now, the only empirical proof I have is the fact that you infected a friend of mine, a kid, and he is dying right now.
To see the dying part we weren't expecting. But I can't exactly show you empirical proof right here. I don't exactly have it with me. Now do I?
You've proven yourself to be nothing more than liars and bullies. Why should we believe a word you say?
That's what I said. I told you weren't going to believe me, so I didn't want to tell you anyway.
So then how do you expect us to help you?
I don't. I want to have...
Disbelieve you.
What'd you say?
I don't disbelieve you.
Oh.
Here's what I'm saying. Okay? My issue is with the fact that you were purposely, clandestinely experimenting on people that I care about, stole something of mine to weaponize.
And you replaced his mom.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if you was going to care about the fact that my mate...
I was getting to that.
My mate kidnapped his mother a while back, but, I was going to wait for that.
So, it is taking every fiber of my being to have a conversation with you. Show me the empirical reasons why you were doing this. And give me a reason to not blow this place to the high heavens.
Well, I would...
I have an idea.
Okay.
Can we go do this over tea and get some snacks, like at a table? I think we might. Yeah, we're locked up. You're on the outside. Can we have some snacks? Can we sit down and chat at a table instead of being in? I'm in 2 cages.
Here's the thing.
I promise I won't run away this time.
Your friend here has asked for proof. I don't have it here because, again, basement. But I'd like to show you. But you're kind of in a very upset mood right now.
I'm perfectly fine.
I wasn't talking to you.
If you are taking me to show me proof, I will give you the benefit of the doubt until I see said proof. After which, if it is not empirical evidence to what you are saying, we will have an issue. But until then, you get the scientific benefit of the doubt.
Also in your court.
One question before we do this. How much stock do you put in ancient prophecy?
I'm a man of science.
I mean, I like watching the History Channel.
Fair enough. You two are staying right here. And if you... You and Sync and, Apollo. Yeah. And if you try anything funny, we will hurt them severely. Or something.
I will knock you all down.
Yeah. I will punch each one of you. What'd you say?
I said, okay, Garland.
Opens the guard opens the door and motions for you to come out, Cal.
Mm-hmm. He does.
Follow me. She just kind of waves, and you actually notice that none of the guards are like, there's only, like, one guard following, and he's actually not, like, equipped with anything other than, like, a sword that's in a holster, or a scabbard, thank you.
So, your idiot following us seems to be scared.
No?
He looks nervous. Just saying.
I mean, most of them are nervous around me. Come on. She waves you, and you guys are going, like, up a tower of this citadel.
Caelus clocking every little bit of this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she knows. She also pulls out, like, what basically is a cell phone, smartphone. She, as you're walking, she pokes up a few things, and you actually hear Apollo's stream coming from her phone.
You've probably seen that one already.
Yes, but it's one of my favorites.
Oh, for the record, you might want to get better guards at the front, because one of them let me walk right in and didn't even... I said it was live, he believed me, and didn't even run on the...
I'm like one of the only ones here that has a subscription to him. I didn't exactly expect you guys to understand what Twitch even is.
I'm just saying, you might need to educate your guards.
Oh, trust me, there's a reason they've watched the front.
They don't even do that very well.
No, because the front's actually supposed to be the easy job, because no one ever comes here.
Except me.
Yes, except you. And your cat.
Twice time.
Yes,
Twice now.
Thrice, yes. You, your cat, your cat's mecha suit, and your foxy friend. By the way...
Next, it was one time.
Yes. By the way, did you make that mech suit?
I reappropriated it.
Oh. Because that was very good. I was impressed.
Person.
My mate was impressed. That's hard to do. So you guys get up to, like, this top floor of this thing, and she brings you into a room, and it's kind of like... Oh, it's kind of like one of those rooms that, like, would have, like, a massive telescope kind of thing in it, you know, like the top of a tower or whatnot. But there's no telescope, but
So
there's...
we're in an observatory.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the name off the top of my head. It's basically like a large observatory-like thing, except that there are whiteboards.
So it's Bugenhagen's laboratory from FF7.
There you go, yeah. There is all sorts of, like, papers, boards, books, everything just all over the place. And there's at least 3 lizards in there, all, like, reading things. And as she steps inside, she looks at all 3 of them, she's like, get out. And they all, like, quickly scamper away. You asked for Imperial evidence. I don't know if this is necessarily going to satisfy you, but this is what we've got here. And no, I'm not going to give you through all of this, because a lot of this is,
Circumstantial evidence?
I wouldn't even call it evidence.
Theory crafting?
Part of it, yes. This may sound very Lovecraftian to you, but we have reason to believe there are beings... I can't even believe I'm going to say this out loud. Never mind. There are beings coming here.
Which ones? The Great Old Ones? Cthulhu? Shib Niggurath? Take your pick. I love Lovecraftian horror.
Okay, so it really isn't one of them. I just thought that sounded cool.
Okay.
She, starts by, like, going over to, like, this old... It's actually, like, this old, like, wooden box that's got, like, the metal locks on it and whatnot, and she... Like, they're all open, but still, like, she opens the box up and she pulls out a scroll, like an old parchment kind of scroll. Remember what I said about prophecy?
Yes.
Now, hold on a moment. Said I'm getting there. Because trust me, none of us believe this was real for the longest time. I'm not even 100% sure it is, but we've got more, but we have to start here. This is an ancient scroll from my tribe from way back in, let's say, longer than Caelus City's been around. This talked about an oncoming threat that, again, no one took seriously, and gave 3 different signs as to when that threat would come here. Those signs have started to appear, shall we say. 2 of them are not necessarily anything you're going to know much about, but the first was, well, magic didn't used to be a thing in this world. I don't know if you know much about the history of it.
It's magic.
Yes.
I'm a man of science.
You have a
Magic?
friend who used magic. Just FYI.
Yes. If you would let me finish,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man of science.
Yes.
Ergo, magic is one of those things where I look at it and say, nope.
I hear where you're coming from with that. I can't use it myself either. So,
Well, hold on. You can't use it yourself. You just illusory shot somebody.
okay. So, that was the gun that had been pre-hexed, and the guard is the one who actually knew the magic.
They have magic guns.
No, he infused the magic. You're not even here. No, he infused the gun with magic. It's a very fancy clip. I don't even know how it works, quite frankly. My mate, on the other hand, loves this stuff. The first sign was magic coming into the world. In general. That happened, and again, I wasn't alive for it per se, but that happened many, 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 many millennia ago. But then the second one happened. Let's say sometime in the last 2 generations. Well, let me ask you. You say you're a man of science. How good is your study of animals?
I'm a chemist.
So that would be not good?
Enough to be able to take care of my cat.
Fair. Have you ever seen a phoenix?
You mean the name I called my cat when I got here?
No, I mean a phoenix, the bird.
Yes. Dies in a pyre, reborn from the ashes. And it is.
Yes. Well, and this is where she pulls out about 3 different... Actually, no. This is where she starts pulling out, like, journals after journals after journals of different people, or different, mostly lizards, but some humans from Caelus City, like, way back, like, 200 years ago, and their accounts of actually seeing a phoenix rise out of a forest fire that happened kind of around in the forest between Caelus and the citadel. And she keeps pulling out references over and over and over again.
You can stop.
We didn't think much of this either, because it was a fun story to tell our kids, right? There's one thing that happened that has actually made all 3 signs.
What's this third sign? Because so far all you've showed me is hearsay and happenstance.
Well, the third sign has to do with what your friend's going through.
What my friend is going through.
Well,
You mean what you put him through?
Well, There's a reason the thing we put into him is attacking his technomancy skills. The blend of magic and technology. We don't have much time.
Good. You need what's in him. I need to save him. I know how to do that.
How could you possibly know how to do that?
Because I'm good at what I do. Because you and your group of cronies sent a possessed feral cat attack me, and I had to do a blood transfusion, so I know what I'm looking for.
Oh, you found the cat!
Yes, and he's fine.
Good. That was an accident. That should not have happened.
Well, either way, I know what I need. I know what I'm looking for. You have what I need here.
Oh?
Yes. So if you want your thing back, I'll get it back to you. But I'm the one who's going to be taking care of my friend.
Wait a minute. How could you possibly know how to get him to be better? There's only one person who's one lizard who's even looking into it.
Just because there's only one lizard looking into it, I don't have people looking into it.
So what's the thing you need from us?
A flower. A very specific flower. And Cal would know what it is. He'll go blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. I just remember it was a red flower.
Zymphum.
Yes.
It's in Brian's room.
Yes, I know. How do you think I know it's here?
Well, either he told you.
Who did?
Good, he's still alive.
Apparently, you fall into the category of not favorite stepmom.
I wouldn't, no. No. Yeah, I had some issues.
So, since you seem to want to be gathering up resources to stop whatever this is, and clearly I like where I live, you haven't provided enough empirical evidence for me to believe you, but you haven't provided so little that I don't. So, how about we make a deal? You give me the flower. I save my friend. We get out what's in his system. I get to analyze it a little bit before I bring it to you, and if that proves your theory true, then we can work together, and you don't overtake the city for the resources. We work together to stop it.
I think part of the reason we're doing what we're doing is because we didn't think anyone would actually believe us. You know, the plant's not the only thing you need.
The plant's the only thing that's here.
Okay, fair point.
Everything else I already have.
She motions you to follow her.
Because out of character, out of game, the plant, we do have everything else. The plant was the...
Actually, no, you don't have everything. Josiah was actually, found the first thing and hasn't gotten back to you about the other two.
Yeah. Oh, then Cal would know that.
Yeah. Yeah, because he specifically told you the first thing was that, and he hasn't figured out... He has, but he's back at the lab.
Yeah. So I guess the question is then, you seem to know everything I would need.
We know the first ingredient. We know one of our... Or I should say one of the general's political prisoners knew at least that one, if not the other steps. He's very good with DNA, too. Kind of sad we lost him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I guess the question remains then, if I need to come and get more stuff, will I be allowed back in?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, good.
But if you want it to be easier, I could just give you my cell number.
I have to go get my cell phone from the guard, who's probably still watching the rerun.
What's your number?
He thinks for a minute, has to remember which burner phone he...
Right. So she calls it, and obviously, waits a moment and picks up. The lizard picks up, like, yes, Stuart. Oh, ma'am. Yes. Could you bring the phone that you're holding to the citadel, to the proper, please? Sure, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Great. And while you're at it, would you just go fire yourself? Yes, ma'am.
Cal actually smirks at that.
Thank you. Follow me.
Okay.
Meantime, she actually leans over to one of her guards and she says a few things to him, and he goes wandering. He goes running off. Go down a few levels, and she stands at the entrance to a room, closed door room, and that's where she stops. She's like, "Just wait a moment for me, please." Kind of looks at her watch. Whew. Boy, I don't know what's taking him so long. So, at some point, we're going to have Apollo and Sync kind of being led up to where you guys are.
But before that happens, though, first.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sync!
Yeah?
You're playing 35?
No,
Get help.
I hate Plan 35.
Let's get help!
No, I hate it.
You get to be helped this time.
Always help. Fine.
So now the guard gets down there, and as we're getting ready to start, he goes, "I'm here to let you out."
Yeah. It's he gets out of there. Yeah, the mistress would like you to come join your friend. And he opens the cell door and walks in and unlocks your cage.
But I wanted to get help.
I'm here.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Fine, let's go.
So as you guys are coming up,
Always ruining my fun.
right? So as you guys are coming up, Helen's kind of tapping her foot, looks at Cal. So basically, the signs, as I mentioned what they were, I didn't really give you what they are. The the creation of magic, the burning of magic, and the intro of technology, and then the blend of the two. That's supposed to be the sign that they're coming.
Who's coming?
The biggest threat we've ever known.
So, while we're waiting for whatever's going on here, why did you kidnap my mother?
I didn't. That was
You was a generic, not a you specific.
That was purely the general's doing, my mate's doing, before I was his mate, I might add. I don't know what that was all about. It had something to do with stealing a formula of some kind.
Yes, the formula I was working on to cure my brother, which... Again, this whole man of science thing, had y'all just come and knocked on the door and said, "Hey, crap's coming from the sky, we need your help," I probably would have agreed.
Well, one, we didn't think anyone would actually do that. Two, not my call.
3, if you'd have knocked at my door and said, "Hey, we're willing to fund this, can you just do X and Y in addition to Z?" my response would have been, "Where do I sign?"
I mean, yes, money would normally been a good thing, but...
Okay, that's all you had to do. Not that hard. You could have avoided all of this.
Again, not my call. My mate's kind of, I want to kill people happy.
Wait, where is he at now?
Oh, hi. He is
He
someplace...
owes me a duel, by the way. He owes me a duel!
You do not want to duel him.
No, he does want to duel him. It might not end well, but he does want to do it.
Okay, that is a fair point. Where is he right now? He's someplace where he's not killing everyone else. Is that fine?
Not quite, because he's still in charge, right?
Well, not while he's not here.
Fair point. I mean, I'm in charge when Cal's not there, right?
He's on an he's on a bit of an adventure going to someplace he thinks there might be something really, really important. I may have led him to Antarctica.
You sent him on a wild goose chase.
Fuck!
I might have done that, yes. She looks at her guard. You didn't hear that! He just nods rapidly.
Cal looks at the guard. And if you thought about hearing it, you didn't hear it because let me tell you some things I can do with Descaler.
But so both Helen and this guard kind of like shake, like.
And Apollo reaches into Cal's pocket and grabs the collar and puts it back on. Pops into the mech suit. And I'm here too.
Yes. Anyway, she opens the door. And inside is actually what you would consider a very typical teenager's room.
Oh, God, it smells like locker room in here. Oh, open a window, please.
The window is open, actually.
Oh, God, this is awful. Teenage
I'm not
lizard
going in
BO.
I'm not going in there. I can smell it from here.
You don't want to go in. You don't want to go in. You don't want to go in.
I can see the smell. I can see the smell.
That's not his.
Oh, that's the flower, isn't it? Oh, God.
It's partially that, just
Oh,
a bit.
God.
It's also the horrific cleaner that they used to clean up his room after he left, or after his father's room in prison, I should say.
Yeah, oh, God. All right, so, anyway, real quick, guys. For right now, even though we sort of have this mutual hate thing going on, but we're going to work together. They're going to give us what we need. We're going to save our buddy. We're going to give them what's in it. We're going to see if her prophecy thing is true. If it is, great, we're working together. If not, all bets are off.
So,
oh, God, this is disgusting.
So, oddly, the smell just kind of, like, dissipates suddenly. As Helen has gone over to the windowsill with the flower, like, this big pot. It's actually large, this thing is, and has put, like, a covering over it.
So if they're lying, we get to come back here and wreck shop, right?
That's the deal.
Well, considering I'm going to give this to you, I'd find it hard-pressed. But, you know.
Huh.
So she hands the pot to you, Cal.
Okay. I wasn't expecting this to be, Aubrey levels of heavy.
Oh, sorry, she picks it up from you, because... we'll get something to carry this with for you.
We got our car outside, you can just put it in there.
Yeah, you might want to get that checked, because I hate to tell you this, when you crashed it in here, we looked, you kind of destroyed the suspension.
Hey, Cal?
Yes?
Can you fix that?
Fix what?
The suspension.
A suspension?
On a car?
No, but I know a mechanic.
Is he here?
Cal slowly looks over to the
mechanic
mech
number 5.
It is mechanic number 5.
So anyway, she gets one of her guards to carry the plant downstairs, and they actually leave it next to the car, so you can actually fix it if that's what you're gonna do.
It sounds like it.
As she sits back, like she's standing there watching you guys, and she kind of sighs, looking around. She's like, "Look, I am still not 100% certain this is all real in the first place. As I said, all the signs have lined up. The prophecy mentions that when this comes together like this, at a certain time after the technomancy has appeared, which is actually coming up unfortunately, shortly, they're going to appear. And you're going to ask me what they are, and I'm not going to have a great answer for you.
What are they?
I
You said I was going to ask. I'm just following through.
Are we allowed to punch him?
Yes.
Just looking at Cal specifically, but...
Think. Left or right?
Left.
Dead arm, left arm.
Ow!
She just walks over and just smacks him upside the head.
Or you can do that too. Wait, do you watch NCIS?
No, I never got that show.
Because that's exactly what the main character in that show does.
Oh, nice. Maybe we have a lot more in common than I thought.
There are, I think there are a couple of sitcoms that we or some of the shows that we have that I think you would enjoy.
I do actually. No, these beings that are coming here are supposed to come here and literally rip magic out of this world.
That sounds bad.
It will be, because what I mean by that is that they will rip the magic out of anything and anybody it's in, and then probably not stop there. Because
here's like ring in his pocket.
Because here's the thing. You say you're a man of science. You have done a lot of things that some people might even call alchemy, right?
No, not at all.
Actually, to be fair, I don't know what that term means, but...
Alchemy is the process of turning one object into another object.
Oh, that's right. But don't you do that? Oh, no, you put chemicals together and make things happen.
Exactly. I don't create objects, I create reaction.
Right.
Like this, and he punches Snake in the other arm.
Ow!
See? Reaction.
Right.
Can I have a turn?
Well, we've got... Well, he has the other arm, so... Because it was head and arm, so you get the other arm.
Sweet! Apollo rears back.
No! I only have 2 arms.
What I'm trying to say is that I'm not sure they're going to just stop with magic users, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I get what you mean.
I don't know how intelligent these beings are. All I know is that they're supposed to come here and, again, rip magic out of the world.
Well, I guess if this is true, then... Cal smiles. I guess I'll have to break out the new toy.
You have another one?
Her brow kind of arches like, you have a new toy?
Do you really think I was going to build him a mech suit, not build myself one?
Oh, I was hoping it was the Easy Bake Oven Mech Mark II.
It is.
Is it an Easy Bake Oven mech suit?
Oh, please.
It is a giant-sized Easy Bake Oven that goes full Optimus Prime.
What's it called?
Karen.
What's funny?
Because it makes no sense at all, but okay.
It's the Angry Karen mech suit.
Oh, right.
If this ends...
And for the record, when you have an Easy Bake Oven on the gauntlet that's the size of a small house, it's a pretty good size, do you know the velocity you can get on extremely flat, crispy pancakes?
African or European?
Did you just say crispy pancakes?
I did say crispy pancakes. They're basically like razor blades. They're culinary razor blades.
They're crepes. They're not pancakes, they're crepes. Get it right.
By the way, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, in fact, get in touch with Brian, tell him to stay away. For his own safety. I would like to see him again, but if his father gets back here sooner rather than later, he doesn't want to be here.
So, If Daddy Lizard gets back, by the way, is the deal off or is it still on?
Oh no, it's still on as long as I can keep it from him.
Uh-huh.
I might actually need your help if and when he gets back here.
I mean, we can pull a coup if you want.
We kind of already tried that once.
Yes, but a coup from the outside is not nearly as effective inside.
Fair.
Also, we wreck this place like daily almost. So
It is a weekly pastime.
To be fair,
I'm actually gonna miss it.
To be fair, the first time you just crashed in and you ran out of here. The second time was when you came in and destroyed everything. This is
You
just
were a
a
giant pile of marshmallow.
That was
Yes.
the first time.
That was the
And
first
Fruity
time.
Pebbles. Don't forget the Fruity Pebbles.
And I threatened the general with a duel.
You threatened him. You didn't do anything with it now, did you?
He ran away
Wasn't
like a little
here.
chicken.
Because he didn't think you were a cat. He didn't realize what you were.
Chicken.
I didn't say he wasn't, now did I? I knew what you were. As I said, I've been subscribed for the last 6 months.
Thank you for resubscribing.
Yeah, it's just like you, Paulo, you get like the little notification on your like collar thing or whatever.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Aren't you forgetting something?
And welcome back to the cat club.
Thank you.
Oh, we have one more thing.
Branding.
Do I get the silver cat paw now as an icon? I think that's the 6-month badge.
I thought the 6-month badge was the silver bronze, the 9-month badge was the.
But
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's 3 is bronze, silver is 6, gold is 9.
right, I said silver.
Yeah. Oh, we changed it. So what's the year badge then?
The cat house.
Okay. So it's 2 years. That's the cookie. Okay.
Yes. But I have one more thing for you.
What's that?
Your cat fact for subscribing. Cats don't have sweat glands over their bodies like humans do. Instead, they sweat only through their paws. There's your cat fact.
Thank you. I always found this fascinating.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm. Like, the reason we stormed your school is the fact that we've been looking for your friend, and we thought he would be there. I'm trying to find him before... Well, I was trying to find him before General returned.
You guys aren't very subtle, are you?
No. We don't really know how to be subtle all that much. Besides, I'm a little desperate. As I said, I sent him off on a wild goose chase, as your friend put it very nicely. I don't know how long he's going to be gone.
Sink, of all the people to talk about subtle here, you did just crash land a car.
But they weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
just like
subtle.
just like they weren't expecting the Spanish Inquisition. Doesn't mean it's subtle.
Oh.
You also weren't expecting us to try to take over your school now, were you?
I suppose not. I've daydreamed about it before.
It's only his school, really. I graduated like 4 years ago.
Oh, yes, I know.
I'm a cat. I don't have to go to school.
I'm aware.
Speaking of which, Apollo, did you fix the car yet?
Let me go fix it.
I love how we all immediately knew Apollo was the.
Yeah.
You get this image of you get this kind of montage of Apollo fixing the car, and it takes a while. We're
Is
talking.
he in overalls?
It's in the mech suit,
Yes.
I think. Okay.
No, he comes out of the mech suit, starts standing bipedal, puts on some overalls,
A SWAT cat outfit, yeah.
Gets in there.
Oh my god,
And-
he's totally SWAT catting it.
Yes. Fixes the car up. Puts in some new toys. Mostly laser pointers and little balls of yarn. And so after finishing, Sink.
Yeah, what?
Next time, don't use the car. I can only rebuild this like 5 more times, and then I'm gonna have to buy a whole new chassis again.
There's a limit?
Well, I can only fix so much.
Other cars just like you pop things into them and like pull stuff out of them and like, you know.
Are you a mechanic?
No! That's why I thought that!
I'm a mechanic here.
Alright, fine. I thought it was a cool idea.
It was, except for the crashing part.
That's part of it.
You failed horribly.
I know. But I failed spectacularly.
Oh, just out of curiosity, I mean, not curiosity, just to let you know, Sync, we did get that in video.
Oh, sweet. Can I get a copy of that? I want to put that on the stream as a highlight.
Actually, I already uploaded it to my YouTube page.
Send me a link then. I'll plug it.
So
You
she,
have a YouTube page?
yeah, of course. Who doesn't? So she texted Paolo the link.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I look good.
You weren't even in
not
the
really.
You weren't in the shot actually.
No, see, look at the end where I'm sitting on Sync.
After the car crash. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I look good.
Yes.
And I'm just sucking dirt.
I mean, is kind of what happens when you fall out of the sky and just slam into the ground in a car.
I wasn't in the car. I was on top of it.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, we have a track record of slamming into the ground here. We really do.
That's true. It's like a superhero landing. It just doesn't look cool.
I mean, can you do us a favor though?
What?
Can you fix the magic dampening so Portal McPortal over here can actually portal? We promise not to do any problem. Well, unless the general is here, then we'll cause all sorts of problems.
You're right. So she pulls out a it's not really an amulet. It's just like this a little like jewel on a necklace basically, and she tosses it to Sync.
You could do this?
Well, yeah, I installed all of the runes around the walls. Of course, I know how to undo or how to counteract them.
That changes my entire perception
Of what?
of like this place.
Okay.
I'm way less afraid of this place now. Sweet.
I mean, you should be less afraid of it, considering, apparently we're acting as allies for the moment.
Well, I don't trust that for a second, but I mean, we'll make it work for now.
She kind of rolls her eyes and looks at you.
I mean, she did just give you an amulet that lets you use your powers, test it out.
Hey, the trusting thing is starting to work. And Sync like puts on the amulet and he like takes out the ring and he tries to make it vanish like usual.
It works.
Yeah. So,
And we didn't have to use get help.
I will say, it feels like a little slow. Like, you feel your magic working, it just feels like a little slower. Like, yeah, it takes a little bit to get going, but then it works.
So it's like starting a car in the winter.
Sorta, yeah.
Or starting a car after it's been slammed into the ground.
By the way, you missed started again?
Yeah, give it another start. Something's not right. So Apollo reaches in and pulls out this large chunk of fur that sinks. Think, are you missing something?
Sync looks at the back of his tail. There's just like a big tuft missing from the side of it. Like, oh.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I wasn't either, but it's in my way.
I explains the
You had to put
There
the
we
motorcycle
go.
engine sounds in. I took those out for a reason.
I like them. I like to go vroom vroom.
I love you guys. So she looks
There's
at
no plot. There's just ham here.
Right. So she looks at you. Cal is just if you in fact do have Josiah at your place, which I'm assuming you do at this point, he'll probably know at least the second thing. You need to fix your friend. I don't know what the third one is yet. He might. If you need anything, you've got my number.
I do.
Just do me a favor.
Yes.
Don't call, text. Just in case I happen to be in something that I don't want to be called in, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Cal has already gone ahead and put her custom ringtone as ZZ Top's Lizard Life. It was either that or I made some sort of reference to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
I mean, that's an amazing mouthful.
Yes, and Crumbling Castle by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard would have worked.
I mean, in so
And
many
yes,
different ways.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is an actual thing.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked by this, honestly.
Yeah, right? So, anyways, whenever you finished with the car, they opened the gates for you so you could drive out.
She was actually being helpful.
You guys do anything else before you leave, or?
No, Paula's taking a nap in the car now. He had to work hard.
He did.
Did?
He was a good boy.
So, Cal looks. So I guess this means then that whatever modifications you made to my formula are now no longer needed?
I wish I could tell you I knew where that was. I know you stole it, though, or at least found it, right?
I have it back,
Good.
so you no longer need it. You're no longer weaponized.
Oh, no. No. I don't... Again, difference between me and my mate. I don't think killing everyone was going to help all that much. I'm telling you right now, when he comes back here, if he's figured out what I've done, I'm probably going to be calling you.
Apollo wakes up. He owes me a duel. I would hope you would.
He's not going to drop that, by the way.
I don't care what he drops. I'm telling you, I may, in fact, be in hiding when that happens.
Well, if you need to, I know a place you can hide.
Where everybody knows your name.
I am not Buddy Cheers!
Smash cut to the lab. Where everybody knows your name. And they're all at the bar. all the cats.
Bartender?
No, all the cats. Athena's the bartender. All the cats are sitting at the...
It's the milk bar.
It's a milk bar.
Yes, it's the milk bar.
And they're all licking their milk out of shot glasses.
Yep.
And it's made to doctored up to look like it's White Russians.
Ah.
Well, the one's got chocolate. So, no, it can't have chocolate milk.
No, they can't.
Almond milk, maybe. I don't know.
White Russians don't have chocolate.
Right. No, I'm talking about the cats, but chocolate
Yeah.
milk, but you can't do chocolate because cat.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure Cal has a candy bar, Kiki. I'm just...
Yes, right now it's a crackle.
Ow!
Ow. OPG, on that one, I think wrap it. Just wrap it on that one.
No. Unfortunately, no. I haven't seen a need to end this on. So you guys leave, I'm assuming, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cal, you do anything special to get home faster, or do you just drive the car?
Hey, Sink, can we take the expressway?
You mean me?
Yeah, can we take the expressway?
I mean, sure. No, that can actually cast magic in here. Even out of here, I just...
Well,
Yeah, sure.
You're out of the show by now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good now. So, yeah. So Sig will open up a portal like ahead of us for us to drive right through.
So, as you're getting home, it's like you get a phone call.
From whom?
It's from Brian.
Okay. Sig pulls up the phone.
So, where exactly were you guys? Because we were supposed to go storm, the Citadel today.
Yeah, no, we're done.
But what?
That whole thing, the storm thing, like all that stuff. Yeah, don't worry, it's all.
Yeah, we got what you needed. We were told to tell you not to come back because your dad's going to kill you. But thank you.
Yeah, storm's canceled. You can all go home.
Also, we're kind of working with your stepmom now, so...
What?
Long story. Long story.
This
This is not a secure line. We'll come to you. We got to drop a couple things off, though.
Okay.
But do not go back there.
Okay. Guess I'll call that off. You know where my base is. Just come.
Yep, have fun with the enemy. Bye. Click.
So you hang up and then. So, you get back inside, and obviously Owen's still on the hospital bed, and his condition is actually starting to get a little worse. Josiah, the yellow lizard, is, well, he's doing his basic, he's at a computer, and then he jumps to a different computer, and he goes to a different one. It's like he's using like 3 computers at once almost. Well, everyone else is just kind of standing around, I should say it, Zachariah and Gregory are kind of standing there watching, in kind of what the hell. Mary is actually tending to Owen. O'Malley's just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay, he's still here.
Oh, yeah, of course, the officer's still there. Vincent is next to his son, just, worried about him. Athena's serving the cats at the milk bar. And Cal, your father, and now your mother are standing near the door, just what in the world is going on with our son?
It's a long story that may or may not involve saving the entire world from potential alien invasion.
That's a line to end on. So, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Caelus City with my really, really good, amazing, awesome players who I didn't realize where this was going to go, but here we are. Nora, Chammy, and Teach, as always. I've been OPT. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week with whatever the heck we're doing next week. Bye, y'all!
See you.